And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep your body going strong, staying healthy?
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and are on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what it's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
Takes the 13-footer. That one misses. Right wing. Dinwiddie kicks to McGee. Doncic against Paul. Dinwiddie. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Booker. He had 28 points in the win against Washington.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And stolen by Ayton. 18 feet out. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Clippers. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Lays it up off the glass.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Bridges. His last outing with 20 points. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Great positioning on the putback.
And off the schneid here. 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Dinwiddie outside. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Here's Doncic. Off target from 3-point range. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Washington Wizards.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. They caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Bullock, good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Pass to Bridges. And here is Johnson. Passes it to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Looking a little bit like Rip Hamilton as Booker's able to knock down the in-between shot.
Doncic passes to Bullock. Back to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Johnson with the block. And he recovers it. Here's Bullock, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And so Bullock nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Johnson outside. He kicks it to Paul. Out to the right wing. Bridges for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. The pass to Bullock. Here's Dinwiddie. Defended by Paul. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Suns trail by 5.
Didn't get a ton of touches last year, which was interesting for a #1 pick, but Ayton as a rookie had a very, very underrated first season in Phoenix.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Doncic against Paul. Now the dish to Booker. The 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And with Ayton last season, he just stuck to what he does best. Also, that helped him keep his turnovers down.
Yeah, going to work on the block and having isolations like that, Kevin, will help a big player not have a lot of turnovers. I don't think he saw a lot of double teams last year, and that helped with his efficiency.
Johnson outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Mavericks leading. Now, here's Doncic. Last time out, he had 44 points. Right through the D for the layup. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Paul. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Now, here's Doncic. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Here's Johnson. They trail by 6. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith, and that one is stuffed right through.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now, here's Ayton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Bridges misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Suns trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7. Pass to Finney-Smith, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here is Doncic to the inside. Finney-Smith kicks to Bullock. Another three for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Monty Williams, in his first stint with the Phoenix Suns, was a sought-after hire as a front office personnel member, was with the Spurs before going to Philadelphia, and has been a head coach in the league. Remember his days back in New Orleans with the Pelicans and a young Anthony Davis. So Monty, experienced, is going to bring that to the desert.
For three, Bridges. No good on the shot. And it's Dallas the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And that experience you're talking about with Monty Williams, it's why the Suns wanted him.
Well, Monty's experience in a lot of levels in this league, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, being in the front office, part of player development. That's an amazing calming influence for this young Phoenix Suns team to grow with.
Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. Down low. Here's Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Ayton.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Lukadoncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And he makes the first. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Ayton finds Paul. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
A fearless shooter and a remarkable dunker. Tim Hardaway Jr. is such a valuable rotation guy that you just want to have consistent effort from. And I think he's reaching that level now.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Suns last year, second to last in defensive rating.
Well, a lot of that was points off of turnovers. They just could not take care of the basketball. A lot of teams feasting on young players and inexperienced players getting a lot of minutes for the Phoenix Suns.
Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Here's Bullock following the basket by Chris Paul. They get it back. Out to Hardaway. Doncic against Paul. 6 to shoot. Doncic back. Oh, come on.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Fires from deep, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back at... Chris Paul talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., JaVale McGee is out there with Wood. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway from outside, but they recover it. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic, doubled by Bridges. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Suns trail by 11. Dishes it to Johnson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Doncic to the paint. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Back to Doncic. From deep. Rebound by Johnson.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Elbow shot is on the way. The shot misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Kleber. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Down by 12. It's blocked. Hardaway passes to Finney Smith. Doncic feeling it out. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile 3-level scorer.
Payne. It's rebounded by Doncic.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Third is Luka-Doncic. Chris Paul, 4th.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
Well, proactive style of defense is one thing, but using your smarts is another. They've got great anticipation of where that ball is going on any given play. They've read the scouting report.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. For Phoenix, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. That's good from Payne. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Bridges kicks to Payne. Offensive rebound. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Phoenix shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Dallas leading by 9. Doncic with it. 14 points for him. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Payne. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Johnson down low. It's rebounded by Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Passes it to Wood. From deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Basket good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Let's take a look at Dallas. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Phoenix, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Well, if they're going anywhere, it's going to be up. They've been playing like a very mature, focused team here in the early part of the season. Not at all like the team that so many people thought would be hanging around the bottom of the standings at this point.
First one falls for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Johnson over to help. 5 to shoot. Here's Kleba. Misses and the dry spell continues. Suns trail by 6. Lee with the ball. Now Green defending. No good off the back of the rim.
He had a teammate wide open for a better shot. I don't know why he still attempted that with the D right in his face.
Doncic buries it down low. Doncic has got 16.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Shoots from 12, and he drops that one in. He has 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Beyond the arc. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Back to Payne. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Wood passes to Doncic. Here's Wood, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Mavericks lead by 9. Here's Payne. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here's Bridges trying to get open as Johnson makes it off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Mikal Bridges.
Well, a promising start last year for Mikal Bridges. The offense was there, but it was his impact defensively that has really gotten most people's attention. A lot of great tools for a young player.
Lee with the ball. Now Green defending. Lee kicks to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Johnson. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Dallas moving the ball around. Inside. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 4 this quarter. And with Bridges and his defense, great coaches speak very highly of his basketball IQ.
And that is why, as a rookie, he would often get assigned to guard the toughest perimeter player. Good size and great instincts make him one of the best young defenders on the team.
Here's Kleba. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Sunday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game. Minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And there's the pass to Wood. From deep three-point range, a new 14 for the Mavericks. Good work there as it goes. 23 points for Luka Doncic.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Doncic with the steal and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dinwiddie's checked in. Ayton finds Paul.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
For Dallas, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not
NBA.
in today's game, and not with what's at stake. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Booker. It's good. Booker's got 10 points.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Doncic passes to Wood, and he dunks it down.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
Booker finds Biyombo. Back to Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 27. Kleba, the pass to Wood. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Suns trail by 12. On the wing, Booker. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense, and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
Dinwiddie, the offensive rebound. Got a hand on it.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Kleba. Averaging about 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wood. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Now, here's Biyombo. He's covered closely. Booker outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Booker's got 16.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kleba with the bucket.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And here is Paul. He has 7. Tries again. Tries yet again. Here's Biyombo. That'll do it for the first half. The Mavericks on top, up 11. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Lukadoncic had a huge first quarter. He had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and also 3 steals. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
You got to like their offensive efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in the high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Doncic, no good.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Dinwiddie offline with his three. Suns trail by 9. Booker with it. He's picked up by Doncic. A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, Booker filling it up quickly here tonight. You got to respect the versatility, especially how dangerous he is on the offensive end.
Doncic kicks to McGee. For 3, Bullock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
But they get it back. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Paul outside. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Paul missing. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Dallas. McGee inside. Ayton's there.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Doncic dishes to Dinwiddie. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. McGee trying to break free. Drops in the tray. And that's now 30 points for Luka Doncic. Booker finds Paul. And here is Ayton. Guarded by Doncic. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. Another 3 for Dallas.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Feeds to Booker. And he drops it in from the low post. Booker's got 20.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker.
Doncic outside. Kicks it to Bullock. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Doncic. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Dinwiddie wide open. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 6. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And so far the story on Lukadoncic.
His last 10 games have been exceptional. Tops in scoring, 2nd in assists, and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. He dishes it to Bullock, fires the 3, and McGee kicks to Bullock. Dinwiddie right side. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Dallas calls timeout. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the number 1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day 1 for the Suns.
Hardaway's checked in for Doncic.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
To the middle. Here's Booker. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Bullock passes to Finney Smith. This one for 3. And Reggie Bullock gets the 3. Bullock's got 11.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Now Payne. 9 points in the game so far. Offensive rebound. Rejected by McGee. Here's Finney-Smith. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded by Bullock.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
For Phoenix, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Free throw no good for Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
They get it again. McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up.
Suns trail by 5. Passes it to Bridges. McGee against Ayton. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wood, he's checked in for Dallas. Lukadoncic comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 4 to shoot. Ayton trying to break free. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Payne.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Doncic passes to Wood. McGee trying to break free. Out to Hardaway. Out left to the wing. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Booker for the lead. Another 3 for Phoenix.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. But he stays with it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets him another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Swiped it away. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Moving it up. The Mavericks pull it in. Bullock with it. He's got 11. Here's Hardaway. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. That free throw good from Hardaway. Hardaway hits them both. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 1. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For Phoenix, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
The dish to Booker. Fires from 14. Buries the jump shot. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Getting around 24 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Dallas also making a switch. Kleba's checked in. All free throws good from Doncic. Phoenix has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Payne looking around, and he banks in the layup. Payne's got 14 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Doncic. A miss that time would have put him up.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Suns #1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Dallas making a switch here. Green's checked in. Payne hits them both. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. Doncic outside. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play. Yambo, he's checked in for Phoenix. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a one-point game. And Booker kicks to Craig. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First one falls for him. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. That shot missing, and Phoenix will come the other way.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Booker, and they convert it last on attempt #3. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. Doncic outside. Phoenix grabs the miss, and there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns making a change here. Lee's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Lukadoncic. Wood out there with Hardaway. And it's Green, and it's Kleba in at the 5 down low. And the basket is good. And the Suns lead by 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Lee dishes to Booker. Now the pass to Biyombo. Lee outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lukadoncic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Chris Paul's checked in for Booker. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Goes up again. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. The free throw drops for Biyombo. That one is no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Green finds Doncic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 36 points for Lukadoncic.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Paul gets it to go in.
For an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Doncic against Paul. Hardaway for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Paul with the bucket.
A super touch on the floater there from Chris Paul, fooling the defense completely and then getting off the difficult shot.
Doncic passes to Green. Dallas moving the ball around and stolen by Ayton. Here's Craig. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 4.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Ayton kicks to Craig. Here's Ayton, and the layup falls.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Doncic against Paul. Here's Wood. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Wood's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Paul, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lukadoncic.
Such a savvy guard, easily getting the foul call on those type of shots.
Free throw good, Paul. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
At this point in his career, Chris Paul is all about trying to get that elusive championship. Will play whatever role it takes to get that mission done.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes to Kleber. Clock at 4. Doncic finds Dinwiddie. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Suns trailing. And here is Lee. Pass to Paul. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. The Suns making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. And the Suns miss again. Mavericks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Ayton. D right on him. The jump hook. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. 15 points for Chris Paul.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Wood, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. All against Dinwiddie. The pass to Ayton. No good with the triple. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Kleba, and it's good for 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Paul passes to Okogie. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Back to Green. From the arc. The shot will not fall. Paul with the defensive effort. Here's Okogie. Pass to Ayton. Passes it to Okogie. Phoenix no good that time either.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Fades and shoots. Kleba kicks to Green. Here's Dinwiddie. Hits the three-point bomb. Dinwiddie's got 8 here in the quarter.
He has been an absolute wrecking ball from outside during this half, guys.
Here's Okogie. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Mavericks call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lukadoncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Lee. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McGee. And it's blocked. Ball against Doncic. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bridges.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
Here's Bridges. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 9 assists now tonight. Now Doncic. Pass to Bullock. Dinwiddie outside. Dishes it to McGee. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Bullock from the arc. That one doesn't go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Booker. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 15 points here in the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Doncic dishes to Bullock. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from McGee. The Suns shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Booker and the Suns tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Doncic outside. He dishes it to Bullock. Here's Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
McGee with the block.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Dallas calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Mavericks trail by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. They get it back. Johnson kicks to Ayton. Pass to Paul. Sweet little floater. Paul's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Pass to Bullock. The 3. Rebound by the Suns. Johnson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Dinwiddie kicks to Doncic. Wood passes to Dinwiddie. Dallas, no good that time either. Suns leading by 5. Shoots over Bullock, and Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Johnson. 19 points for Chris Paul.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% 2-point shooter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. .106 left in the fourth. And there's the feed to Ayton.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your Suns, Jheizon.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Doncic kicks to Bullock. Shoots over Bridges. The rebound by Johnson. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Bridges shot. Good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And Doncic gets it to go.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
From downtown, Phoenix grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Ayton. So the Suns win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if you can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.